Afroman, will you help me repair my door? What in the world is with that title?
Will you help me repair my gate? Will you help me repair my door? Did you find what you was looking for? Will you help me repair my gate and door?
So first of all, the beat. It's kind of just a relaxing beat, which, I mean, I guess with a name like Afroman, you kind of would expect something nice and relaxing. But the video so far, with the words, it seems to be directed at the people of power and protection and the different attacks, like FBI breaking into people's houses because of random threats and rumors and whatnot. Yeah. What was that text message? Was it anything important? Unlock the phone. Okay. Just about trying to get the kids set up for appointments. But, like, people who, you know, will, I know it happens a lot, post, you know, that this person's a threat, that person's a threat, and people come, the police come, the FBI comes, CIA, whoever, and is breaking down their doors and through their gates to search for these threats. And a lot of times it's just innocent people that are getting attacked that maybe just pissed the wrong person off, and then they have to repair their stuff.
Would you like a slice of lemon pound cake? You can take as much as you want to take. There must be a big mistake. Would you like to have a slice of my lemon pound cake? The warrant said narcotics and kidnapping. The warrant said narcotics and kidnapping. Are you kidding? I make my money rapping. Why does the warrant say narcotics? Well, I know narcotics, but why kidnapping? Let me ask you something.
I understand the narcotics, but why kidnapping? You know, that's a very interesting question there.
Something, officer. Any kidnapping victims inside my suit pockets? Are there any kidnapping victims inside my suit pockets? You crooked cops need to stop it. There are no kidnapping victims in my suit pockets. Let me ask you another question. Is there 1,000 pounds of weed in my suit pockets? Is there 1,000 pounds of weed in my suit pockets?
real specific here. Is there kidnapping victims in the suit pockets? How about 1,000 pounds of weed? They're probably not looking for 1,000 pounds if they were. Goddamn, dude. But still, any evidence, that's what they're looking for. But still, we're getting very specific with these questions.
You crooked cops need to stop it. There's not 1,000,000 pounds of weed in my suit pockets.
We upped it to 1,000,000. All right.
Let me ask you something else. Any kidnapping victims inside my CDs? Any kidnapping victims inside my CDs? The Adams County Sheriff Department, you can get these. There are no kidnapping victims in my CDs. How many pounds of weed are inside my CDs? How many pounds of weed are inside my CDs? Adams County Sheriff, you can get these. How many pounds of weed did you find in my CDs?
So I have a feeling that the images as well as the song is something Afroman has dealt with. And that this is his direct response to this situation happening to him. And like, I can understand, they got these threats. They believed them to be relatable, especially, or reliable, especially with and the fact that it's a musician who's actually out there, not just a little rinky-tink, no-town nobody, which a lot of those ones are some of the best musics. But the fact that they are at least somewhat well-known and everything, the police probably took these as credible, and he's surprised and amused, and I don't blame him. And frustrated. Oh, I'd be very frustrated. But I do think this is all directed at his actual event.
Why are you stealing my money? Why are you stealing my money?
Very good question.
You represent the law, and it's funny. You're stealing my legal work hard every day. Pay taxes, money.
And goes right back to, he already mentioned that there seem to be crooked cops. These cops might have even made up this threat. Who knows? There are crooked cops out there who would make up threats to be able to go and do this type of stuff.
The sheriff disconnected my cameras. The sheriff disconnected my cameras. The sheriff should be locked up in slammers. The Adams County Sheriff Department disconnected my camera.
So he literally calls out where this was and who did it. And the thing is, you would think if there was a credible, legit threat, they wouldn't want to disconnect the cameras. They would want to get the footage from the cameras so they can see where the kidnapping victims are and where the 1,000,000 pounds of weed is. And instead, they're disconnecting the cameras like they are trying to hide something.
Did you have to traumatize my kids?
There was kids.
Did you have to traumatize my kids? Did you have to traumatize my kids? Did you have to traumatize my kids?
I really hope that he sued the F out of them, because those poor kids, like, that is one of my biggest fears, is things like that's traumatizing kids. I mean, you always hear about crooked cops doing stuff like this, and with streaming online and everything, I'm always worried that me or Roof Rat or my brother or somebody is going to piss off the wrong person. And I am terrified of how that could affect my kids. But the fact that this all happened and his kids were there, or somehow got traumatized from this, all those cops should be sued and have to pay for the children's therapy and replacement of the stuff and just emotional and mental damage and all of that, because that is ridiculous.
Will you pay me for doing me wrong? Will you pay me for doing me wrong?
I hope they do.
Will you pay me for doing me wrong? Or will I have to get paid from this song?
I hope he got paid for them doing him wrong as well as from this song.
Hey, you think they gonna buy this, man?
So I hope that he was paid from the song as well as from them. Let's see. Apparently, looking at the comments, cops have tried to sue him. So I'm curious about that. Let me see. I gotta look up about that, because oh, several Adams County Sheriff deputies are suing Afroman over his use of footage from a 2022 raid of his home in his music videos, merchandise, and social media posts. The deputies claim the videos caused them humiliation, ridicule, and emotional distress, alleging violation of their privacy and unauthorized commercial use of their likeness. The raid was in August of 22. Deputies raided his Ohio home, investigating drug trafficking and kidnapping, but no illegal material was found and no charges were filed. Afroman used security footage of the raid in his music videos, including Will You Help Me Fix My Door and a song called Lemon Pound Cake. I I really hope somebody adds that to my list. 7 law enforcement employees filed a civil lawsuit claiming the video usage constitutes a misuse of their images and violation of privacy. Okay, but breaking into his house was a violation of his privacy. I mean, the officers are seeking damages from profits made on merchandise and an injunction to remove the content. Afroman has pushed back, arguing the lawsuit is an attack on free speech and that the officers are responsible for the embarrassment caused by their own actions. The ACLU has filed a brief supporting Afroman. The lawsuit is currently moving towards trial with key hearings focusing on the intersection of public officials, privacy, and artistic expressions. So, I would say, first of all, how looks like there's videos of the trial starting and everything. So, first of all, I hope Afroman wins because they broke into his house. Yes, they might have had a warrant and a threat, but you got to look to see about whether or not it's credible. And the fact that it wasn't credible, and nowhere in there does it say they've apologized. Nowhere in there does it say they returned his money to him. Nowhere in there does it say that they helped him fix his door, that they helped pay for the children's therapy, any of that. The cops need to take accountability for what they've done. And if they didn't, here's him putting out what happened and making it known this is what happened. And it's not like he took it up to the news or anything. He just made it what he does. He does music. He made some music and he didn't tell everybody that they needed to know about it. It's just out there for anybody to know about it. And if they're embarrassed by it, well, they probably should be. And they need to take accountability for their actions. Yeah, he might have, broken your privacy, but guess what? You broke his. And those were his cameras that he had set to record for in his house. And you were in his house without his permission. That's all I gotta say on that. I hope somebody sends me the lemon pound cake one though, because I kind of want to read. And I want to keep up on figuring out about this here because it would be nice to know that he does win and that they have to, help with the kids' therapy and repair, pay him back for repairs and give him back his damn money. My God, he worked for it.